Hello everybody and welcome back to GrindCraft. We're back in GrindCraft. My name is Mark Tresser and today, so if you hadn't seen the last video, I foretold that this one would come out the next day, and I also told you that I would be recording it right after that one. So this is the second video in a row that I've recorded, so I haven't seen your comments on the last video, just so you know. I'm not ignoring you. I haven't seen it. This is happening before either of the last two videos, but I did want to come in and take you along with me on yet another Deepslate mining day, and we'll do some stone mining as well. And I'm starting a little earlier than usual because I'm gonna have to sleep in a second. But as we're waiting here, I do want to show you, and I think I had mentioned this in a video a few days ago, a week ago, something like that. I wanted to show you the map that I use. So it's very zoomed out because it's very difficult to get it all in one screenshot, but the green represents all of the quarries that we mined down to bedrock entirely. So this, on the left there, the left part of the sort of Tetris T shape is the farm area. On the right side is the new villager trading hall. In the center is the staging area, and at the top is where we're putting the new cactus XP smelters. And then I've also got the nether map. This is a lot less interesting. This is just green where I've mined it all out to bedrock. So there's not really like a starting and stopping because I pretty much just do an entire chunk and then it's done. There's not a lot of intermediary steps. Whereas on the overworld map, you can see those yellow areas are where I've mined out the stone and I just have to mine out the deep slate. The red areas and orange areas is where I've mined out part of the stone or part of the deep slate sorry, part of the stone rather. So that's incomplete chunks basically. And yeah, so this is what I use to kind of see where I'm at with things and just give me an idea of what the progress is looking like and just kind of track where things are as well, because in the map there are also little pieces of text that tell me, like, for example, I put the villager trading hall in those 9 chunks. I put the cactus smelter in those 9 chunks, and then of course where the sugarcane farm is, where the cactus farm is, where the kelp farm is, melon farm, mob farm, all that stuff is all written down there. I've also got a part of the spreadsheet that is just a list of items that I'm storing in this chunk from top to bottom, and that's a little less organized, but we'll improve the organization of my bulk storage as we go along. So like I said, we are just starting this right after I recorded the last video. So the sorter is still going. It's still working on the stuff that we have just put into it. So we're gonna have some items coming through there, but that is none of our concern because we're just gonna jump right in here. I think I'm gonna skip this part and I'm just gonna start over here. And then we'll clean up the sort of the other side of the geode after we've done the super breaker run. That seems like it was the play. Because as much as I'm not worried about like falling into the hole or having blocks fall into the hole, I do need to have the super breaker be as much worth it as possible because it's a limited resource. I mean, I can continue getting it, but I can't get it all the time. So the time that I spend in super breaker mode, I need to optimize that as much as possible. Just got a notification on my phone, and no, it's just nothing important. So maybe something I could do better. Maybe the next time I record, I should turn my phone on to do not disturb. That might be a smart thing to do. We'll see. Anyways, drop the stuff off in the sorter. Boop, 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 boop. And yeah, as I said, sorter's still going. Did clear out a fair bit, but there's still stuff in there for sure. All right, jump up here. Do some stone work. Alright. Always good to see that we're getting iron. I think maybe this is the second or third layer where we're getting iron. Iron isn't super... Oh yeah, you can see. Iron isn't super common above sea level, which is, I think, Y63. So, good to see we are below that and getting some iron ore. It means that we'll have more iron in our supply. Not that I'm short on iron by any stretch of the imagination. Honestly, I think I could probably get like 9 more beacons and still have iron left over. Full beacon bases, just knock them out, it's fine. Not that I'm particularly itching to go and get 9 more nether stars. It's kind of a slow process, and I don't really relish it. It's not really fun for me. It does enable me to do the things that I enjoy, like these instant mine quarries, but it's just kind of a pain to actually get the beacon. One of those things I think that I'd like to be able to automate to a certain extent, like make a wither skeleton farm. Actually, fighting the wither isn't that bad for me. Like I don't mind having to go into either into the end to cheese it in the bedrock or into the into one of like the mining tunnels that I made at the very beginning of the world, just so I have sort of a runway to kill it. It's easy enough. You can see some of them are still over there in the quarry wall. That's where I go to kill the wither. Alright, let's just put these in. There's probably room in here, yep. Cool. Alright. Come on over here and wait for our super breaker to be ready. Again, I guess I can clean up this part before we do the super breaker. That's fine. What was I about to say? Completely lost my train of thought. That's fantastic. Jeez. You'd think I'd be able to keep more than one thought in my head at the same time. Jeez. But yeah, I think... oh, right, I was talking about wither skeletons. Wither skeleton farm would be really cool to do. I think the limiting factor there is going to be my nether quarrying, because I'd like to just expand the nether quarry and then be able to build nether farms. It's kind of what's holding me up from building a gold farm as well. So I don't know, it'd be nice to kind of do that in order, like first clear out the nether quarry enough that I'm like at the nether fortress and then build the wither skeleton farm. But I don't think that's actually viable. I think at that point I would be, it will take me a long time to get to that point. In the nether quarry. Like, it takes time for sure to get progress in the nether. So maybe I should just build the wither skeleton farm imperfectly to my standards and then adapt it when I do expand the nether quarry out that far. Like I think it would take, I'm not sure, but I think it would take like a number of beacon, sort of like 5x5s before I got anywhere near the nether fortress that I'm using right now. I don't think there's a closer one either. So yeah, I think it's a flawed plan for me to delay like doing wither skeleton work until I get to the nether fortress. Naturally. Like maybe if I beeline for it, or if I just did a nether quarry in that area and instead of just waiting for it to happen. That's an option, I guess. Not the best option. It's an option. I don't know. I guess I'll mull over my options there and see what feels right. But the current nether quarry should give us access to nether wastes, which should give us access to zombified piglins, which should give us the ability to make a gold farm, which I would not be mad at. It should also give us the opportunity to make a bartering farm, which wouldn't be too bad either, because that would give us gravel. It would give us, I think, obsidian, nether quartz. There's a few other good resources that it gives us, and I would not be mad at that. An unlimited source of gravel, for one thing, would be very much welcome. and then I don't have to worry so much about having bulk storage for it. I mean, I'm still going to store it, but I don't have to worry about like getting enough gravel for whatever I'm doing. So I'm going to have enough gravel. It's just a matter of waiting or AFKing at the bartering farm. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do on all that. Just checking I have enough space for all this stuff. Sometimes, you know, sometimes I run out of space, and it looks like I'm going to today. Okay, yeah. Alright, we'll do... That's okay, I have time before bedtime. We can just run back, drop it off, go pick up the rest. That is fine. Oh, I need to repair my pick, too. Okay, we've got time, don't worry. Excuse my background noise there. Just feeding one of my habits. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go fix that pick. And yeah, I think for just for your foreknowledge, it is likely that the next few things that I'm gonna do in the world are, or that I'm, well, okay. Here's what I'm thinking for my next like few tasks, okay? So first of all, I'm going to keep on top of the kelp smelting and the cactus loading into the new cactus smelters. Hopefully fill up that first row and then start working on that second row, and then start working on building the sort of the other 6 rows, looks like. And then hopefully once that's all done, I'll be in a good spot for actually building a cactus farm. We'll see. And then once all that's done, I think, well, I mean, that's a lot to get done. But once all that's done, I can tear down this cactus farm, which is going to be good. I'll also build a shulker box loader so I don't have to manually fill up shulker boxes with green dye, and I'll have a little bit more storage for it. And it'll just be less annoying in general. And then, yeah, I'll probably also build that kelp farm in probably these 3 chunks, at least temporarily. I think that's okay because the outer 16 chunks of the central 25 of the central 5x5 are what I'm going to use for the sorter, so I don't think I have to worry about using the inner 3x3. But yeah, that's kind of my thinking for the sort of the current progression of like I want to move these certain things. The mob farm's going to stay where it is for a really long time. The sugarcane farm will probably stay where it is for a while. The melon farm, I might move, or at the very least tear down sooner rather than later, because I don't think I need it very much, and it'd be good to just get it out of there and then be able to like remove the bedrock in that area, just so I have more space. In fact, I have room right now. I could probably move the sugarcane farm and the melon farm down into the bedrock area that I've already removed, and then I just have more room. And then the kelp farm moves, and then I can remove that. Cactus farm moves, I can remove that, and then it's just the mob farm that I have to worry about, really. Which, okay, I'm seeing a way forward here. That's fantastic. I'm kind of now looking forward to doing that work, which is good news for everybody involved. I'm just realizing that I have been using basalt in my offhand this entire time for the last video and this video. I should probably change that to Deepslate. I don't think I've had to put down any blocks though, so it should be okay. But that is a funny realization. People have suggested in the comments that I use stone to fill in holes or whatever when I need to. Like when I fill in lava, for example. And that's why I have it in my offhand all the time, is if a lava block pops up when I'm like quick mining and it's to my left or my right or whatever, I want to be able to quickly fill it in so it doesn't flow. So people have suggested using stone for that. And I think I said in the comments reply that I made that the reason I didn't do that was because it's not the same as the blocks around it. And that's usually true. But the other reason I don't do that is, or the other reason I use Deepslate in particular for this quarry is because I can automatically refill it. Like when I'm just mining in the quarry normally, I'm refilling my offhand. And that is just one less little administrative task that I don't have to worry about, which I like. Grab Deepslate, there we go. And off to the stone quarry, where I can't refill Deepslate, but that's okay. I don't normally have to deal with lava up in the stone quarry. When I do, I usually just manually switch to stone. I usually have stone in my inventory anyways, because I'm quarrying stone. And then I fill in the lava, and then I move on. But, yeah, it was a good question. It was just, I've certainly thought about that, and it made sense to me internally, but it didn't necessarily make sense to everybody, probably, because as a friend once told me, I don't necessarily always understand your motivations. And as I replied, I don't always either. I'm getting better at that, but it's not always clear to me why I do things. So I apologize if I don't make sense to you. I don't always make sense to me either. Alright, I actually have a lot of space left in my inventory. Maybe I should do one more run back and forth, or back, just back, not forth. Cue Mark running out of inventory space. Like a dunce. An absolute dunce. Alright, let's see. Let's find out, do I have inventory space for all this stuff? All the red dots are disappearing on my minimap so far. Oh, it's looking good. Oh no. I tried my best. That's okay. We'll grab the extra. It's fine. If I just hadn't picked up that one dirt block, it would have been fine. Sorry if I sometimes am a little bit quick on the inventory screen, like when I just do that, and it's just to see like if my inventory is completely full or not, or if it's empty or not. So like when I did it as I was going up, it was to check that I had completely emptied my inventory. Often when I'm mining and I do that, it's just to check if I've got space in my inventory to keep mining. So sorry if that's like, I know it's a little bit flashy, and potentially like you want to be able to see what's in the inventory, but you can't because I do it so quickly. But it's just to give me the information that I need to keep working on something. Not trying to hide anything, not trying to like, you know, cause any issues, but yeah. I started thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, I really do that really quickly, and it's kind of a flash, a really quick flash. Maybe I should put a warning about that. I don't know. I feel like if you're watching YouTube videos about video games, you probably already figured that there's gonna be some flashing lights. I don't know. I wonder if there's a way to like filter something like that. Like if there's like a setting you could turn on in a video player that if it detects like a really quick change in brightness, then it could like, I don't know, fade it or somehow lessen the impact a little bit. That'd be really cool. I wonder if anybody's kind of experimented with that. Just as an accessibility feature. It'd be really nice. Or maybe that's something you can turn on like a TV. That like it reduces the speed at which it changes the value of each pixel. That'd be kind of cool. I'm gonna have to do some research on this. All right. think this is the last stone run we'll do, and then we'll probably end the video, because we're pretty much at 20 minutes here. Which is fantastic. I think the last video was a little bit long, so it's good to have a normal length video this time. Though I am thinking, you know, I'm kind of experimenting with different things now, because I want to see what works and what doesn't, you know. So one of the things I might experiment with is doing hour-long videos. It's doing even shorter videos potentially, like doing 1 day of mining as opposed to 2. Could work. I think a short probably won't do very well. I think, I guess, how long do they have to be? They have to be like a minute or less. I guess a super breaker run would be a minute or less. I don't know. But I feel like that's not really interesting content. I don't know. I could give it a shot, but I don't know. I don't know how that works. We'll have to see. Okay. Cool. Alright, I think that's probably enough mining for the moment. I'm gonna have to go down into this cave, or this hole, and grab some items that drop down there. Possibly. No, it doesn't look like anything dropped down there. Something did drop down here. No. Something's over here. Got it. Okay, cool. Worried I was out of inventory space there, but no. Okey-doke. Yes, there should be room for whatever dropped down this hole. Just hit boxes real quick. I don't see them. I think this probably means they're further up and I missed them. Yeah, here's one. And then there. Cool. All right, well, that brings us to a little over 20 minutes, and that means that we are pretty much at the end of the episode. I gotta make a decision about whether I'm gonna call these episodes or not, because I think I've said video and episode interchangeably like a couple times. Anyways, so just so you know, in the next time I see you will probably be on Wednesday, if all goes well. I'm hopefully gonna make some progress on the cactus smelters, sorry, and maybe on moving some other farms. We will see. The other farms might take as much time as the cactus smelters, to be honest with you. Like, all the infrastructure I need to set up, it does take time. So it will, I will make some progress on it, but I don't know how much progress. I will also probably keep mining on Deepslate, and I think the next video that you see will probably be Deepslate mining, because I think it's more enjoyable than nether mining, honestly, for a video, because the nether's really dark, and it's just not as colorful. I think this is more fun. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and if you enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you want to see more, of course, hit the subscribe button. All that good stuff helps the algorithm tell other people that they should watch my videos. And yeah, if you made it this far, hey, thank you for watching the entire video. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!